2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Falcons and the Ravens, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. We thank you for joining us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know, a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season, and I think really what it boils down to, this is another great opportunity to have your players play.
One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, but potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this week 2 of the 3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these starters. We see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles. And there's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. One of the tight ends motions right. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Jackson. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it's going to be third down. Back to throw, Jackson. He finds his receiver, that's Bateman. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
He'll go again here with Henry. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. 21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Now, Jackson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's scooped up by the Falcons. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
The Falcons offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one is caught by Mooney. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this to McLeod. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll throw out of the gun. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. That one on target to Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. He's got his man. It's Mooney.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Whose kick is good. And the Falcons will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Lockett headed in motion. Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And he needs to get to the 35. I don't think he got there. The defense thinks he's short, and he is. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the 4th down.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They go play action with Cousins. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson looking to throw. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. Stopped at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing Jackson. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 10-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Avery Williams on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Back's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now, deep ball for London. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will get out in front 17-7. 1 quarter in the books. 17-7 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. Open man, that's Bateman downfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Bateman is the motion man. 2nd down, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson up top again. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Here now, 3rd and 5. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Now 4th down and 1.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. A 1st down throw for Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
He'll get this to McLeod. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson out of the pistol. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. At the
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to go right back to Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 6. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Ray McLeod on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the 1st half, it hasn't worked. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing now, Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the ground, it's Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play action now. It's Cousins. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. And he works his way through an opening up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Jackson. High throw, but it's reeled in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lockett headed in motion. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. In the pistol, Jackson ready. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Jackson now on 2nd down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Throwing Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson up top again. And he'll be taken down. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. play action. Here's Jackson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will cut it to a 2-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense and Drake London set to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Cousins now on 2nd down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Falcons getting their puncher out there. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll bring this up to the 22. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down. So we are at halftime in this preseason matchup. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These 2 teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Hardy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here's Hill. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. All run play. This is Hill. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
The tight end Moore in motion. Now, faking the give. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion comes Walker. In trouble, and down he goes.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 4th down, on comes the 7-time Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, for the Ravens field goal. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will stay a 2-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They go play action with Cousins. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Atlanta. On is Koo for the point after. The kick is good. And the Falcons will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion comes Walker. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll find Aguilar. Complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Walker. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. The tight end Moore in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
That's to the tight end, Charlie Kohler. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The tight end going in motion to the left. Back to the air once more on second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They face second down and 7. To throw is Cousins. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Atlanta. A handoff as they try to run it here. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. They bring their tight end right. Now a second down throw for Cousins. This one complete to Washington. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Cousins. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be taken down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Up the middle they go. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's second and 9. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Tight end on the move left. Cousins out of the gun on third down. To the right side here, pass is caught.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Second down, Cousins. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Kadero High. Touchdown, Falcons.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Here's Steven Sims to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs, kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Set to go now on first and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Not much developing there. Short pickup down to the 47. Second down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Running is Mitchell. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
The tight end Moore in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Cousins to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Washington. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Atlanta.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Now a give on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up third and medium, and
this defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
The Falcons send their punting unit out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A give to Mitchell. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He'll try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. To return is Williams. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. It's been 2 weeks and 2 strong performances in this preseason so far. The backup's going to try to finish things off here.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. Past midfield to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught. It's high. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Now a give up the middle. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's Cousins. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this